Hello everyone, today is New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's to everybody. In this video, we will go hour by hour on your New Year's Eve up until midnight, including your forecast for tomorrow and the severe weather forecast for next week. Now looking across the local area this morning, we noticed that there are some very thick low clouds. This was fog this morning, this is now starting to clear out. Notice some upper level clouds, but like I said, as we play the loop, we can see these clouds are starting to move out. As of now, it's sunny and mild. We have mid 60s pretty much across the entire area. Today the theme will be sun, a little bit of cloud cover, and mid 60s across the area, although these temperatures will be warming to the 70s in a few hours. This combination of weather will create a very enjoyable and beautiful New Year's Eve. So, let's not waste any time and let's get straight into your forecast. This is for New Sarpy. As we go throughout today, notice our highs peak at around 70, and as we go throughout the night, we will start lowering into the upper 50s. Now, this is the time frame I'll be highlighting between 3 p.m. and 12 a.m. If you're going to a party tonight, you may see these temperatures and think, well, I can probably wear shorts. I would suggest, however, that you wear pants tonight, as it will be in the upper 50s and mid 50s, which is a little bit cool for our standards. But if we go hour by hour, we see 70 at 3 o'clock, 68 at 4, 67 at 5, 65 at 6, 62 at 7, 61 by 8, 60 by 9, and then once we get closer to midnight, 59 at 10, 58 at 11, 58 at 12. Now throughout these hours, notice your winds being out of the west. Now this will actually cause the dew points to fall over tonight. If we look at this blue line, which is cloud cover, we'll see that it kind of jumps around a good bit before finally kind of leveling off at about half. That half references half blue sky, half clouds. Now obviously after midnight it won't be blue skies, but more just clear skies. The big part of this all, 0% rain chances throughout the entire night tonight. The biggest threat for us will be the potential for fog. Now last night in itself we saw a lot of dense fog, but if you combine that with the fireworks, then we have the potential for very widespread fog. For anybody who is driving after their midnight festivities, then this will be a problem. Make sure that you stay very safe in this time period if you are in fact driving home. Also, I should mention, don't be stupid with fireworks, please. Be safe tonight. For your New Year's Day, you might start off a little cold, but you'll be warming into the lower 70s by the end of the day. Now, vice versa to the night, notice how our dew points begin to rise by the morning and during the day. This is the moisture from our next system, which will be coming in on Monday. Once again, cloud cover and blue sky will be pretty 50-50 throughout the day. As we go into Monday, notice how we top out in the mid 70s, but our dew points will also be near 70. In this period between Monday and Tuesday, just notice how many rain chances we see. Pretty much the entire period has the potential for rain. Thunder will be possible during most of this time, although not all of it. Once we get into Wednesday, our winds flip to the northwest, bringing in colder and drier air. By Wednesday, our highs will be in the mid 60s, but by Thursday, our highs will be in the upper 50s. Thursday morning, we'll be back into the 40s, and especially on Friday morning, we'll be back into the middle 40s. With all that said, let's go back and take an in-depth look at our severe weather potential on Tuesday. Taking a look at the satellite picture, what do we see? First off, we see a trough that is currently over our area but has moved out. This trough was responsible for the weather making yesterday and this morning, but if we look out to the west, we see widespread cloudiness overspreading California and the other parts of the west. This trough is one that will be moving through beginning a part of this week. As it gets closer, moisture will begin to surge out of the Gulf of Mexico once again. In response, we'll see a cold front develop off to our west. A surface low will likely form over the Rocky Mountains and move northeastward. And a warm front will probably get somewhere up to Missouri. This pins us in the warm sector, which is favorable for severe thunderstorms. Taking a look at the NAM, we see our current trough over us that is moving to the northeast, moving out. Across the west, the aforementioned trough over California is starting to move in. If we play this out, notice how the trough starts to dig down and respond over our area. On Monday and Tuesday, this is our chance for severe weather. To start off basic, we'll look at the supercell composite numbers. As we get into Monday, notice how areas off to our northwest begin to see pretty high numbers for this. During this time frame, our area is on the right edge. While maybe we could see a weak supercell or two, the main threat will obviously be off to our west on Monday. But as we move into Tuesday, notice how we see the main threat shift towards us and even east of us. Even with us being in 2s and 3s, notice how the higher numbers are still off to our east. So, what happened? Why did these numbers jump over us? Well, for that we have to take a more in-depth look at it. First, we take a look at our upper level trough. What we are looking for is the highest wind speeds. As we can see over Monday, they're fairly weak. However, as we go into Monday night and Tuesday morning, we notice how these numbers move toward us. The problem here is that these numbers and wind shear values peak during the morning. If we look at our low level jet, the same thing occurs. Once again with the low level jet, we are looking for the highest wind values. Once again, these numbers peak during the morning and are lessening by the time we get toward midday. Now you might be wondering why the early morning is such a problem for this. That problem relies in our energy values. During the day Monday, notice how we have upwards of 1,000 joules per kilogram across our area. As we go through the night, however, notice how we start to lose that. It's very commonplace that once you lose daytime heating, you lose CAPE. The warmer the surface is, the higher the instability. Notice that when our wind shear peaks, our CAPE values are not very high. As we go during the day Tuesday, notice how our energy values shoot up massively. But this is why this is so important, because at this time, we're already losing our wind shear. For a big severe event, you need to have both factors, you can't just have one or the other. In this situation, we managed to luck out. To recap this, wind shear peaks in the morning, energy and CAPE peaks in the afternoon. Due to these not lining up well, we're not going to see a big severe event in our area at least. So with all that said, have a safe and enjoyable New Year's. Enjoy the beginning of your 2023. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. And I hope to see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.